Well, I am here with John Glenn. He's the Vice President of Development for Madonna Rehabilitation Hospitals, the Omaha campus. John, thank you for being here.
Andy, it is great to be here
Yeah.
on a very nice, almost fall-like day.
I know. It's getting that way out there. So let's get some background on the Madonna Rehabilitation Hospitals. And what are, I know the one in Omaha is fairly new.
You bet. It's really two campuses. The Lincoln campus was established about 61 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
The Omaha campus is 2.5 years old, almost 3 years old. What Madonna is world-class rehabilitation. It really serves only 4 kinds of patients: brain trauma, spinal cord injury, neurological disease, and then stroke with ventilator management, and then of course the pediatric side of that, because kids have those same elements too. So it is world-class rehabilitation right in our own backyard. The Omaha campus has been open for just about 2.5 years, almost 3 years, as I mentioned. We have served patients from every hospital system in the metro area in 27 states and 2 foreign countries. So we really are a brand new gem in the metro area, and we're trying to get out who we are and who we serve, as well as have some fun doing it.
Absolutely, and I got a chance to tour the hospital about a month or so ago, and so impressed by everything and all the capabilities it has to serve people that are going through very tragic circumstances.
You bet. When you have a traumatic brain injury or a spinal cord injury, you really need specialized rehabs. We're not doing hips, we're not doing knees, we don't do tonsils or babies.
Right.
We really do specialize in rehabilitation for the top 1% of the nation's most complex cases. So you may have a brain injury along with a lacerated liver and a broken femur, or you may have a spinal cord injury that has paralysis. So we're taking care of that patient that really needs an incredible amount of hospitalization and rehabilitation. Our patients in the acute care hospital will have rehabilitation 6, 7, 8 hours a day. So as we get into fall and football season, if you think the Huskers are working hard, you should come out to our campus and watch these patients really, really bust their tails to try to get back home and rebuild their lives.
Yeah. And before we move on to the walk, I just also want to say it's a very healing environment. I mean, it's a very, just the atmosphere and the artwork. I mean, everything in there is just, it just makes you feel good, which is important as people are recovering from these injuries.
Exactly. We really have 3 mantras. The first one is world-class rehabilitation. The second is we want to bring nature in. We want to bring a healing atmosphere, because so much of healing involves not just medicine, but your psychology, the emotion, and it takes a lot of work for these folks to rebuild their lives. So we want it to be a calm, reaffirming, really healing place, both spiritually and physically, to get folks ready to make that big step to go back home.
Well, you guys knocked it out of the park.
Thank you very much. It's been a labor of love.
Yes, yes. All right, so coming up is the 4th annual Miles for Madonna. I'm excited about it because I'm going to participate this year.
Thank you.
But you're welcome, and I'm excited about it. So just talk about the event itself.
Well, I can't believe it's been 4 years, but this is the 4th annual event. It's going to be at Zorinsky Lake. It's a 5K run and a 1-mile walk. So it has kind of 2 tracks for 2 different ability levels. We attract usually around 200 to 220 runners. We'd like to up that this year. It's at Zorinsky Lake. It's at shelter number 5. And it starts at 9 a.m. with kind of a kids zone. So you've got face painting, we'll have some clowns, we'll have games, so kids can have a good time while the runners are stretching. The walkers are stretching out their Achilles and their calves. And then we'll start the actual walk race at 10 a.m. and it'll be done by 11. So it's a very fun, quick morning out in a beautiful fall atmosphere. The leaves always start turning the end of September.
Yeah.
It's usually crisp outside. So it's a very fun event for the entire community.
Yeah. So what side, is it on the east side of the lake or the west side of the lake? Where?
It's, I'm a little directional challenged, but it is on the southeast side of the lake.
Okay.
And the walking path goes one direction and the running path goes in a different direction, but we end up the same.
Got it.
It's over by the soccer fields and the football fields.
Okay, yeah, because I've started on different sides. So anyway, I didn't mean to like throw you off on that.
No, it's okay. I like tough questions. That was a good one.
Before we talk about how we can register, now this event's for the entire family, obviously.
You bet.
And what about our four-legged friends who are so important to us?
They are. I'm from a family, we've adopted 2 different dogs in the past 20 years. We're very proud of them, and Buddy, our dog, will be there. We really encourage families to come out, whether you have kids that are in strollers or you have your 4-legged children, as we all call them.
Sure.
We really encourage everybody to come out because it's really supporting all of our patients at Madonna, and that involves all the families of those patients as well. So we bring back a lot of former patients with their families. We ask families to come out with little ones, big ones, dogs. I'm not sure a cat wants to walk a mile, but if you want to, you can bring your cat too. How's that?
I love it. All right, so I love this question. Nebraska at Illinois is September 21st. Will the walk run be over by kickoff?
Yeah, even if Nebraska kicks off at 11 a.m., the run walk will be over. Last year we had the same back-to-back when Nebraska played Michigan. I was in my car at home at the 10-minute mark of the very first quarter. So people all got out of there and went back to watch the Husker game. Chances are Nebraska, Illinois will be at 2:30, not 11 a.m.
Okay.
So we'll have a little bit of cushion and fans can go home, hydrate, get a ham and cheese sandwich or some wings, and have a good afternoon.
Yeah, but most of the activities are happening before
the
and then as
run.
soon as you're done with the run,
We'll have a winner's ceremony, give some medals out, and people skedaddle. We'll take down the tents, and I'll be home right about kickoff.
All right. Well, let's go back. How can you register for this?
It's really easy to register. It's all online. It is, go to the website, www.madonna.org/miles for Madonna 2019, and the 4 is the letters 4. So www.madonna.org/miles for Madonna 2019.
Okay, perfect. And I know that's going to be underneath the screen as we're talking here.
There you go.
And I tell you, I just Googled Miles for Madonna. If you can't forget about it, Miles for Madonna, and it pops up on Google pretty much at the top. So
good deal.
So there you go.
Hopefully we'll have a lot of people popping, getting their kneecaps up and having a good time that Saturday the 21st.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm looking forward to being there to do the 5K. And thank you, John, so much for coming on the show and talking about this really important organization.
Well, thank you for having us out here. We love to be part of the city, and you're very gracious. We look forward to seeing you that Saturday.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Andy.
And we will be right back.